Hi, my name is Amanda. I've been a psychic medium for over 30 years now. I'm going to do a series of videos talking about simple tricks and tips on how to spiritually protect yourself. Call it spiritual protection, psychic self-defense, however you want to term it. I'm going to teach you simple ways to keep other people from draining your resources and taking energy from you. Whether they do it on purpose or not, this is making it so that you have a choice and a say-so over whether that happens to you or not. I'm going to read to you now about what I pulled up on the internet about the solar plexus chakra, because I'm going to teach you about some simple ways to prevent people from draining basically your power center, the area where you have the most energy of self in your body. So this is how I'm teach you how to keep people from draining that particular energy source in your body or in your spirit, however you want to view this. The solar plexus chakra, also known as Manipura, is the third of the 7 main chakras in the body's energy system. It's associated with personal power, willpower, confidence, and self-esteem. Located in the abdomen, which is this area, right where your ribs do this, where your ribs go up. It's not your heart, it's below your heart. Located in the abdomen, it governs the digestive system and is linked to feelings of strength, vitality, and the ability to manifest one's intentions. So it's there basically, whether on purpose or not, people are taking your vitality. They're draining who you are from you. And I don't necessarily even think it's done in any kind of a malicious manner. I honestly think 99.999% of the time, people aren't even aware that that is what they're doing. But this is so that when you feel that, or you just don't know for sure and you don't want it to happen, these are some things that you can do to not have this happen to you. Because crossing your arms looks like you don't want to hear what someone has to say. And it tends to be a very standoffish thing. And that's our first response to things, is to cross our arms. But if you're in a situation where that's not appropriate, somebody might get offended or butthurt about it, I'm going to teach you a simpler thing. I'm teaching you a simpler thing that you can do to, simple. This. Just cover your solar plexus. Either with your left or your right, whatever you're comfortable. So it just looks like you're just kind of standing there listening to what they're saying, being all into the conversation. Meanwhile, you're not letting them drain you of your spiritual, physical, whatever resources they could be taking from you. This is preventing this. It's between the belly button and the breastbone. It's yellow or golden. It's fire, associated with fire. It also associated with your stomach, small, large intestines, liver, pancreas, gallbladder. But more than that, it's personal power, willpower, confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, assertiveness, and the ability to take action. So this is just a simple thing. So the next time someone's going on and on about whatever thing they have going on in their lives, or if you're working customer service and they're yelling at you, but you don't want to all make it aggressive looking when you do like this to them, the simple way to deal with it is just to cover this area. Just cover your solar plexus. I tend to just do it with one hand, but you can do it with two. And I can tell you of an incident where I had a lady I knew was just barraging me verbally and being really mean to me. And I'm sitting at the table, and it's one of them situations where it was hard to extricate myself from the situation without making it even worse than it was. And so I literally just did this, and I immediately could feel her tap, she ramped down immediately. I've also done it to people who've been doing that to me, and I do this, and I've had them lose their train of thought. Forget what they're even talking about when they're doing it to you. So I don't even think people know that's what they do. But you have to understand, we have energy that makes us go. And, words are things and thoughts are things. These are things, so it's a simple matter to just do this. and just stand there. You can do it with both, or you can do it with one. I find doing it with one works just as well. And I really truly believe you'll be amazed. You'll have people forget what they're talking about, lose their train of thought. It's like you cut them off from whatever it was they were getting out of what they were doing or saying to you, and then all of a sudden they don't know what it was they were talking about. They've forgotten, or it seems like if it doesn't make them lose their train of thought, it's like they lose the momentum that they were gaining. They lose, like, it feels like you're turning off the water. They start to close off and they stop. It feels like, to me, I've noticed that it stops them faster. But it's just a simple thing. Because, when you see this with people, I automatically go, oh, great, they're being a turd. They're being very closed off to what I have to say. So if you know that they're going to be a drainer, I know that's, you can call it whatever you want, then just simply do this. It's a simple thing, both hands, one hand, and they can say whatever they want to say. And then when they're done, or if you find a way to change the subject or get them off of whatever it is they're going on and on about, then, you can uncover it if you want. Or if it's a person that you feel that it doesn't matter what you do, it's just going to go on, just keep it there until they're gone. If it's a customer, obviously, if you're working somewhere, you have to sit there because it's your job. So this is a solution for public, people who work with the public. Anyway, I thought I would start with this simple video, just simply as this. I'm going to do a series of videos. The next one I'm going to do is show how you can put a shield around yourself. And I'm going to do a video on that next. I'm going to do a series of things I've learned over all these years, being psychic for one thing, and not wanting to be picking up on people's stuff everywhere I go. And also, I've learned this to help people that are dealing with family or whatever situation where it's a difficult situation, but it's sometimes you're kind of stuck there and it just is what it is. But there are things you can do to make it less hard on you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.